Yelrigu Namaskara, respected dignitaries on the stage, Father Jose of the stage, Father Benny, our respected legislators, our faculty, our students, a very good afternoon to all of you. It's a great pleasure to be here today. I feel like I was just here a few days back because I graduated just in 2021. So I'm sure, I think when I was graduating, when I was in my final year, I think you may have a few seniors who are still there studying with me. And now, as you all know, I've done law. So I want all the law students to make some noise. And I've done BBA LLB. So all the BBA students make some noise. And I think most of the students are BBA and LLB. I'm not aware if there are any other students. Are there? Okay. History, economics and political science. Boo. Okay. Why? I'll tell you. You can't blame me. You can't blame me. See, I'm a politician, right? So what do politicians do? They divide majority and minority and try to appease them to get the votes. So I hope I've got the majority with the BBA and LLB. Now just a few days back, when I got a call saying, you have to come to Christ, they were going to honor you. I did not know that I was going to get to make a speech because there were a lot of legislators with me, and politicians usually speak for a very long time. They take up a lot of their time, so I wasn't expecting this. So if my speech is a little unstructured, whatever I'm trying to express, you have to deal with it. Now, now as soon as I was coming to college, usually when I used to come, I used to be very late for the first hour, so I'd be running. There's a U-turn that I have to take, but I couldn't take that U-turn. I had to get off the car, run to college, try to make it to first hour, sometimes miss first hour. So today when I was coming to college, I was on time. But then I realized I don't have my ID card. I was like, oh no, are they gonna stop me? And as I know why you guys are all here too. Because you have to swipe your ID card while entering, and while leaving you have to swipe your ID card too. And it's look at the organizational, look at the management, because if you swipe only once, you're not gonna get your attendance. You have to swipe both times. At the right period of time. They're going to open the attendance between so and so time, and they're going to close it between so and so time. So if you don't swipe in that, gone, your attendance, you lose it. A few tricks what we used to do. I hope Father doesn't mind, and don't blame me if you get caught, okay? You can't tell them that it was my idea. So you have a very trusted friend, you have a very, disciplined friend. You give your ID card to him. And when he is entering, he swipes for both of you. And while leaving, he swipes for both of you as well, so you get your attendance. And the attendance here is very strict. You have to have 85% attendance. Super strict. Otherwise, you have to pay fine. And it's actually a good thing. You might ask me why. Because a lot of other universities and colleges don't have this strict attendance. And when they don't, even in top colleges like SRCC in Delhi, a lot of students don't even come to college. So you don't get to really make friends, have fun, go around, because everybody's just sitting at home, right? So it's a good thing to have your ID card. To have your attendance. Along with that, the network you make here is going to be really important. So in Christ, you're going to find the creamy layer. Like you're already more privileged than 99% of the people. I hope you know it, but if you don't, let me tell this to you, you are already more privileged than 99% of the people. So if you make the very good network, tomorrow when you go out into life, it's going to be very easy for you, it'll help you a lot. I'll give you an example, like when I was studying, a friend of mine, I didn't know his uncle was a minister, but after I got elected, he told me that his uncle is a Minister for Culture and Tourism in the Government of India. So with that network, I was able to go meet him a little better. I was able to sanction 50 crores for my constituency. So that helped me a lot. So with this nice network, you will also be able to develop. And I see a lot of people slowly dozing off Because even when I used to come, I also used to put my hand in the seat of here, slowly adjust, and just slowly doze off. I don't blame you all because I think I'm the last speaker, and I'm sure a lot of you are waiting to leave and are quite hungry. But you have to bear with me for a few more minutes. You have to, few other things I want to tell you. Participate in everything. Participate in sports. When I was in studying, we used to go to Calcutta for Invicta. I think now you guys are going to Gujarat for GNLU. The law students, that is, I'm not aware of the BBA students. But as much as possible, if you go out and participate, again, you'll have a lot of fun. Because when we were back in college, imagine 100, 150 students without any teachers, just going for a 7-day long trip where you get attendance, you participate, you have fun. So try to participate in a lot of, as many events as possible. Now, after graduating, you might think that efficiency, quality is the most important. That if I do my job right, I will definitely get promoted or I will succeed. But I gotta tell you that politics is everywhere. In whatever field of work you get into, politics is going to be there. So you also have to show people that you are doing the work. If you aren't able to show the right person, say your boss is there, he's gonna be the one promoting you, he's gonna be the one giving you an increment or whatever. If you're not able to show him that you're doing the work, then again it's gonna be very hard. A lot of people I see, they do the work correctly. Even if two people do the same amount of work, the person who's in touch with the boss, who's showing the boss that he's doing the work, like physically doing it, that's very important. So you guys have got to do that as well. And being in Christ, deemed to be university, you guys have it very easy for you. You never have any issues with your marks card, with your documents, none of that. Because I see a lot of universities elsewhere, students have to go up and down to the office 100 times to get even their 6th sem marks card, 5th sem marks card. So whatever small thing they have to get done in the university, it's extremely difficult. You have clean washrooms, clean classrooms, very good faculty, very good management, everything so well organized. It is extremely hard to find anywhere. And now as an alumni, when I go out and someone asks me, where did you study? And I tell them Christ, immediately they get shocked a little. They'll be like, okay, that's good. Because Christ is known throughout the country. I'm sure even in your classes, you have these different groups. When we were in class, we had these groups. One was the Bangalore group, where all the Bangaloreans used to sit together. Another is a group where all the Malayalis sit together from Kerala. Another group is where all the people from North India sit together. So there's so much diversity. In your class, there's people from throughout the country. So when you go out and meet them and stop sitting in these groups and go out and do a lot more activities, you will definitely enjoy a lot. Along with that, to all the law students here, I have to tell you, like, once you do graduate and you become an advocate, what I've seen personally, one of the most important things is you have to be fair to the party you're representing. What a lot of people do in rural areas, in tier 2, tier 3 cities is they'll take up a case, but sometimes what happens is they'll have an adjustment to the other party as well, and so then the other party loses out. So if you're going to become an advocate or whatever you do in life, whoever you're representing, whoever you're working for, whatever you're doing, ensure you're fair, don't ever cheat anybody. And once you graduate, instead of working in metropolitan cities like Bangalore, Mumbai, Calcutta, if you choose to migrate to tier 2, tier 3 cities, definitely you'll have a greater scope, because once you move to that city, you will be one of the smartest people there. In Bangalore, you're going to have a lot of competition. In Calcutta, in Mumbai, in Delhi, you're going to have a lot of competition. But if you move to that tier 2, tier 3 city, it'll be a lot easier for you to succeed, a lot easier for you to build your profile as well. Along with that, you have to shoot your shot. You fail 100% of the times where you don't try. Even during my election, as you all know, there was a big wave. There was a big BJP, Modi wave everywhere. And still, we were able to, take that leap of faith. We contested. And today, I'm one of the youngest members of parliament in the country. So that is extremely important for you shooting a shot, for you trying your best, because if you don't try, you will fail. And I think most of you might be 19, 18, 19. Time flies. I was 19 just a few days back is what I feel. And now I'm already 27. So you're gonna go past this stage very, very quickly. So you have to understand that you have to make every day count. Because if you don't, you will miss out on a lot of opportunities. When I was 19, I was listening to this comedian, Kenny Sebastian, talking about how he was 27. A lot of cheers for Kenny. Luckily, he's not getting into any controversy like other comedians now are. But yeah, so when I was 19, he was 27, he was telling me the exact same thing. He was like, bro, I was 19 just a few days back and now I'm 27 and I feel it. So time is flying. Make sure you utilize it, and I'll end it. I'm not going to take any more of your time. With one last thing, you have to be nice and humble with all the people I'm meeting in the parliament. These guys are the biggest leaders, former chief ministers, children, the biggest leaders throughout the country. And what I've seen is all of them are nice and they're humble. They're all very welcoming. So being nice and giving respect is the most important thing. Most people, they don't want anything else from you. All they want is respect. Self-respect is the most important for any individual. And if you disrespect anybody even once, he will never forget it. So ensure that even when you are out there working, be very nice, be humble, and a special thanks to all our law faculty. I studied in junior college also here. That time Father Sebastian was there. All our NCC cadets, our Christites who are waiting at the doors. I'm sure if you have to go use the washroom, you have to give your ID card and then go, else you're not going to be allowed. So I think that's why they're waiting. And all these guys are doing a great job. And one final shout out to this one security guard watchman from Christ who you may know. I don't know if you know his name, but I'm sure you know his face. His name is Martin Uncle. Glad if you know him. I'm sure you know his face because every time I was here studying, he was always smiling, welcoming, meeting. I hope I get to meet him while going now too. He was always a great joy to meet. So again, wish you all the best of luck, and thank you to Father, thank you to Christ once again for giving me the opportunity to come and speak to you guys. Thank you.